Like, women really took that personally. They started dating whoever would date them. They started lowering their standards because they were like, well, maybe I'm being too picky. Maybe I need to stop asking for so much. Men still couldn't reach that level. So then they started saying, well, what's wrong? What's going on with me? I don't know what's wrong. And then you know what they did? They started going to therapy. And decades later, that's why we see where this shift is taking place. Women are now at a point of contentment that men cannot reach because women have done the work. Women have invested in themselves. Women go to support groups. They find hobbies and interests outside of romantic love, things that make them feel good and give them happiness and a sense of peace without the need of another person. Men haven't done that. Y'all are still stuck in a time warp where you think you can leverage romance and marriage.
I am so sick of y'all lying to each other. I am so sick of y'all creating this thing where you guys are the greatest people in the world. Men ain't shit. We've gone to therapy. We've done all this work, and we're just as happy as can be. And men die alone, and we have happy hobbies, and we do things outside of men, and all of this. And men want a legacy. Let's break this down, shall we? So you going to therapy? No, you're not. You're going to other lonely women who have certificates and that agree with you. That's not therapy. Therapy is when they tell you what you got going on, what you need to change, where you need to go, how you need to improve yourself. That's what therapy does. And if you're smart, instead of going to get your teeth done and BBLs, you take your ass to Columbia and get you some Zoloft. I'm just putting that out there because it's cheap as hell. Now, we have hobbies, we have interests outside of. No, you don't, because I made a video. My first viral video was about women need to get hobbies, and brunch and girls trips are not hobbies. And do you know them women were arguing me down that I'm a hater and brunch can be a hobby and all this bullshit? No, that's not a hobby. But then also in that comment section, women were loving the fact that they almost did not realize that I'm a big girl. I can go buy puzzles. I can go take a sewing class. I'm allowed to do those things. I don't have to just go to brunch. So no, you're not as great as you think you are. You'll go to school and call that a hobby, saying you love learning, only to make that same 5 figures that you still making. But you all will claim you're making 6 figures and you're doing so much better. And then that whole thing about men want a legacy. And if they can't get a legacy, then they are so sad. Y'all are creating these bullshit legacies. Y'all creating bastards on your own and expecting the man to fall in line. But see, y'all don't believe in trapping a man. You believe that, he knew what he was doing. Well, when you giving him head, taking off the condom and jump your ass on it right before he reaches completion, what do you want him to do? Bust you upside your head? And please don't act like you don't do it. Like, what was Drake supposed to do with the girl going in the bathroom and trying to dump his baby making juice in her? And then he put hot sauce in it to prevent all that. Hot sauce. So what was he supposed to do? Oh, he wasn't supposed to do nothing. What was he supposed to damn do? But you guys will claim you are all innocent, and then you listen to your grandma, and grandma's saying, she was abused, and she, all these grandmas were abused. But guess what? A lot of these grandmas ain't never had to work, but they telling you to go get a degree, go get student loan debt, go get all this shit that they ain't never had to deal with. They living on daddy pension. They ain't never had to do that shit. But girl, you need to go do this and go do that. Meanwhile, she's sleeping with Mr. Charlie up the street, who she was fucking before your granddad even died. But see, y'all believe grandma was innocent. Y'all believe grandma was holding a penny between her knees to stop from getting pregnant. She wasn't. Y'all don't want to listen to me because when I talk, I tell what you need to do for you. You want to blame men. You want to say, why do you surround yourself with wanting a man? Why do y'all keep getting pregnant? If you have all this freedom and all these things, all these, all access to all this knowledge, why do y'all still keep getting pregnant and making bastards? And then you want to talk about, they want a legacy? No, you want a man, and you'll do it by any means necessary, even if it means by getting pregnant, hoping he will marry you. That shit ain't worked since the Bible days. Y'all need to be real with yourselves and realize it can't be all men. It can't be. Maybe you need to talk to somebody who is in a successful marriage or who is happy, who will tell you the truth. Because any successful marriage is not all happy. It ain't all sunshine and rainbows. You still have to go through life. But you don't want to hear that. You just want to hear that you are perfect. You don't have to do anything. And it's all the men's fault. It ain't. There's just so many of you that believe that it's all the men's fault that you believe you're in a perfect world being by yourself with your bastards. And it's all the men against all the women. So when you get enough of y'all, you believe anything.